Hello and welcome to Into the Abyss. All right. I am co-hostless today, or tonight, I should say. But we got our awesome person over here, Just Paranormal over there. That crazy guy.
Yeah, just a little
um,
bit.
just a little bit. Hey, you got to be crazy in this field to get anywhere, I think, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or at least you got to have somewhat of an open mind. But we got JP Doyal joining from Texas. Thank God he hasn't swept away in the floods,
It's been horrible, man.
or it would have been a mobile. It would have been a mobile interview.
Yeah, the only thing I like wet is my women.
Wow, that
Dude,
just escalated.
I,
Anyway,
I gotta break
so
the ice, man. This is how my shows. This is how I go when I go on shows, man.
I like. Why'd you? Let me ask you this: how did you like start getting into the paranormal? Like, what was your main involvement in it? Like, what piqued your interest and made you love the field for what it is?
So whenever I was a teenager, me and my mom we were close, and she had cancer, and we would always lay in bed and watch Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and stuff. And she would always tell me, "Man, you should get into that stuff. It's real interesting." But at the time I was scared. I was like, "No, I just don't see myself doing that." Well, in 2008, she passed, so I decided to, you know what, I'm going to take her up on her offer. I saved some birthday money up, and I bought a digital voice recorder. I set it next to her ashes for a night, listened to it the next day, and actually captured an EVP of her voice telling me that she missed us, that she missed my uncle that actually lived at the house as well. Um, and she literally said, "Chris, we miss you." And she said "we" because my uncle passed 2 weeks. My other uncle passed 2 weeks before her. So yeah, and of course I had that EVP on a old computer of mine, and I was a teenager, a little horny teenager, and watched and probably downloaded way too much pornography, and the computer crashed on me. So, yeah, and
Not going to go any further with that one. I'm just going
right.
to raise my hand on that one and totally
So I
agree with
lost, I lost
you.
all
7 years
my.
ago, when I first started, jumping into this field, I was the same exact way. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still am. So it doesn't. Nothing that much has really changed.
you
But
can't help it, damn it.
but yeah. So I got hooked after that, man. I mean, how do you go back from catching an EVP of your mom to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't go back
No,
after
you,
that.
you can't you can't step away from it. You sort of come back and you're like, okay, so what's going on here? Like
Right.
you're sort of scratching your head, and you especially when you get your first EVP, it's like, okay, is it interference? What exactly is going on? Like, you have this healthy skepticism that comes out, and it's like it causes you to be like,
Yeah, because
okay,
you
do I
don't
really experience what I
expect it,
experience? No, you don't.
and
Usually, if you expect something to happen, nothing happens. If you don't expect something to happen, nothing happens.
right, and and the cool thing is that, I mean, I it was her voice, it was her vocal tone. It was her. Like, I heard it, and I heard my mom's voice, even though it was a whisper. I could still tell it was her voice. So yeah, man, that was awesome. That's really how I got into it. So I went from there, and I found this website called meetup.com, and I found a group here in Houston called Spire of Houston, and I asked them, "Hey, can I join y'all's group?" And at the time I was only 15, 16, and a lot of these places, they don't let you in unless you're 18. And luckily, me and the founder, we just clicked. Her name's Crash. Well, her nickname's Crash. Her real name's Tammy. And yeah, man, we just clicked and we hit it off. And she loved the fact that I was young getting into this, and she had me write some stuff on her blog and at the time. And yeah, man, they just took me with open arms. And I went as an event, and I got cool with the group, and they ended up taking me as an actual group member. So that was pretty cool to take me in that
Ironically,
young.
what's even stranger is you had the same exact entry into this field that I actually did in some way.
Right.
Uh, when on a ghost tour, basically, not expecting anything, just taking pictures, and I caught literally one of the most clearest apparition pictures I've ever seen. People say, "Oh yeah, it's handprints and stuff," but you can actually see facial features and stuff, and you can
Right.
actually see. It was actually at the St. Augustine jail in Florida,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
it looks like you can still see like the prison colors on him. It's sort of creepy in a way.
Wow. Do you
There's
still
like
have
this
that
big
picture?
bearded guy. Yeah, somewhere actually. I have no idea where it is, but I have it somewhere.
Yeah,
I've had
man.
to
If
look
you
that
if you
one up.
come get your hands on it, I'd love to see it and check it out.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely the same way because I actually was looking for groups in Florida, and I hit it up with the old Gilchrist County Jail ghost hunters, and we went from there. I mean, it was basically the same exact same thing that you had happen.
Well, that's
I
pretty
got
cool.
hooked up with Arlene, the founder, and we clicked really well. And it's funny because we have a lot of similarities in a way. So,
Yeah, that's pretty neat. It's funny how things work out. That's for sure.
so let me ask you this: How did you get into doing shows, and when was like your first year of doing like an actual show?
Okay, so if you can actually still find them on YouTube from when I was in high school. Um, I used to I just ripped off Zach Bagans, and I was a lot skinnier than I am now. So I wore the tight shirts with the skulls on them, and I had the faux hawk, and I wore the rings and stuff. And we just got a little group together in my video tech class, and we were like, hey, let's I'm just one of those people that I just start projects like randomly, and I I take care of them. I edit them, I film them, I come up with everything for them. And I was like, y'all just show up and point the camera at me and let's do this. And they were cool, let's do it. So we went and we have 2 episodes on YouTube still. They're old, and I'm actually gonna download them and upload them to my YouTube as like a thing from the past, little blast
A,
from the past.
a
Uh,
flashback Friday or something?
Something like that. Yeah. I need to do that. But yeah, I mean, that's where it all started with the shows. And then I got out of high school and I got a job and I put paranormal stuff on the back burner, filming stuff on the back burner, which was a terrible idea. I wish I stuck with it. Um, then in college, I went to school to go be a cop. And I took a couple semesters and I said, man, this is just not for me, man. I just you have to have a certain personality to be a cop, and it just wasn't who I was. I'm too nice of a guy and stuff. So I said, you know what? This is probably one of the dumbest decisions I'll ever make, but fuck it, I'm not going to school. School's not for me. I'm going to pursue a career in filming. I'm going to pursue a career in paranormal. I'm going to try to make myself in this field, and I love entertaining people. I love making people laugh and stuff. So one night I was taking a dump on the toilet, and all our best thoughts come on the toilet. And
Exactly. That's everybody's best
right,
thoughts.
right, right.
It's always in the bathroom or even in the shower sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
we have an epiphany in the shower. We're like, oh shit, let's do this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm sitting there on the toilet twiddling my thumbs, and I'm thinking, what can I do? I need to make a YouTube page, a YouTube channel. And I said, what if I did like a paranormal show, but we talked about news? Try to make it a little funny too. And then I said, I'll call it. I mean, what it is, it's just paranormal. And I'm a little conceited too, so JP just paranormal. But I was like, well, that's cool.
Self-promotion is the worst.
Yeah, yeah. So I said, you know what? That's cool. I'll go with that. I filmed a couple episodes and they look like shit. I mean, this was a few years back. I mean, they looked awful. The camera was all grainy. And it just was no good. And they were real long. I mean, the videos were like 10 minutes long of just me talking, and I mean, these are awful. So I got discouraged again and got back into regular life and kept working. And then just about 4 months ago, I was like, man, dude, this idea is still banging in my head, trying to get out. And I was like, I got to do something, man. I gotta let this out, or I'm gonna go insane. I don't know if how your brain works, but if I have an idea, man, it just constantly nags.
I have to go with the flow. Like if I have to pursue it, and if I lose interest, I lose interest.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how it is. I mean, I was, doing it. Like, for an example, I was having this phase where comic books were like a major phase of what I was doing, and now they're just like, and I was wanting to sell comic books, but now I'm just like, I've lost the interest
Right.
because it's
Yeah.
like,
And the cool thing about the paranormal is because I've always been interested since I was 13, 14 years old. And I just, every time I get away and I went to go try to start shooting short films and stuff like that, but I always get sucked right back into the paranormal. I don't know what it is, but it just always brings me back. So I said, I'm going to combine my two favorite things, filming and paranormal. And I mean, you can make yourself pretty known on YouTube, and I wanted to gain a little audience, some people that appreciate, what I'm doing for them and stuff. And I went with Just Paranormal.
well, that's pretty damn simple.
It is. I mean, it is. And
Sometimes the simple things in life are the best.
right. Yeah. And I mean, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So, and I'm not in it for the fame and the money and stuff. I mean, of course, who doesn't want to get paid to do what they love to do? That's always when people tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't get paid for that," blah blah blah. I mean, that's so dumb. You want to do what you love and get paid for it. So I am trying to reach that goal, and I'm going to be filming a pilot episode soon for a show idea that I have this summer. I'm going to be filming that hopefully, and I'll be pitching it to a couple producers, and hopefully they pick it up so I can turn. Because I mean, unfortunately, the only way you're going to get paid to do paranormal is if you're on TV, and that's just
Or
one of the
unless you
main.
have like millions of subscribers on YouTube,
Right,
those are the only two ways to get money.
right.
I mean, I know Stanford usually, I mean, is it Stanford or Oxford? One of the two. I wanted to say it was like back in the 90s or something. At one point, they did fund for paranormal research, but I don't think they do it anymore. I mean, they could, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, unfortunately, the field that we're in, it's not really, something that you can actually become an expert in and stuff. So, um, that's the main way to make money in the field is to be on TV. And like I said, I'm not doing it for the money and fortune. If I could make what I make now at my current job, filming and hitting the road and investigating, I would do it. If I made less than I make now in my current job, I would go do it. That's how much I love this field. So it's not that I'm trying to become like super rich off of it, just enough to get by, but to do what I love. And I hope my viewers and I hope you and other people can appreciate that.
No, I think you are. I mean, even when you did that experiment, and we'll show that later in the show, um, we'll show that to everybody. Um, we will go ahead and show basically samples of that and what you did. I thought that was very well thought out, and you're doing some stuff that that I'm doing in a way. We're sort of experimenting. We're pushing some boundaries in a way,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
in order to get anywhere in this field anymore, you have to push boundaries. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that are gonna troll on you and stuff like that.
right.
That's just the simplicity of it. Once we become starting to push it, once we get some notoriety, although that's basically any field you're in, you're gonna have people that are gonna troll on you and stuff, and it is what it is. Either
Yeah.
deal with it or whatever. So I love this field. No person is going to tell me to remove myself from this field, and that's how I feel. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I love it. I love every bit of it. I love the people I meet, including you. You are such a cool person. I can't wait to do an investigation with you,
Oh yeah,
because we
man,
got
it's
to
gonna
do
be a
something
lot of
really
fun.
cool.
Yeah, man,
We
definitely.
gotta
I
do.
can't
We
wait.
gotta live stream that shit.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I love to that. That should be a lot of fun, man. That'd be cool.
Shameless plugins 101
Hell
with JP and Trent.
yeah, dude. I mean, we could just get a show called Shameless Plugins, and we'll go from there. Just
Everybody
constant
gets
plugs.
shameless plugs. Just
Yeah,
shameless plugs. Just be like, there you go. There
yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Over and over again, for sure.
And it's this field is absolutely phenomenal. The people that are actually pushing boundaries, we're actually, we're coming closer to understanding it
Hmm.
than most people. Most people think we're either crazy or anything like that. Like right now, I don't know if you've been paying attention at all to what's been going on. Another wonderful shameless plug to everybody that's watching, either live right now or anything else. But I'm currently working on the idea of haunted objects and spirited dolls in general. I actually have one behind me. Her name's Amanda. So I just wanted to show that and sort of do a shameless plug in real quick.
Yeah.
So, but I'm actually going to be writing a book about my experiences and the evidence that I do gather,
Awesome,
because
man.
I'm doing vlogs on Facebook, which will eventually, if Facebook makes it able, I will probably end up doing some kind of download to Facebook, or not Facebook, but download to YouTube if they would allow that, which I'm hoping they do, because they're sort of coming closer to connecting with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we're doing the same things when it comes to pushing the boundaries, pushing what we need to get done, doing experiments. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is the Gonsfield experiment.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that one?
No. What is that?
It's where you get where you get a ping pong ball and you cut it in half, put the ping pong balls over your eyes, you put a red light, and you put white noise going on in the background. So basically, all you see is red light, and all you hear is white noise.
Okay, and what is that supposed to?
It's
What are you
supposed
testing when you do that?
to. It is supposed to put you in a deeper connection with the spiritual realm, because either A, you can see things, or B, you can hear things coming through the white noise. And oddly enough, I did the Gonsfield experiment at the old Gilchrist County Jail, and they had me sit in a room, and I was hearing things, and I saw something too. Strange enough, though, we had an EVP, we had a voice recorder in there, right? So we got an EVP of the same exact thing that I just heard coming through.
That's
So
cool.
it validated in a way that I actually heard what was coming through. So it was really cool. So it's something to look at.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that, because that sounds really interesting. And if you get some good results off of it, I might have to try that out myself, because that sounds pretty cool. Definitely. Another
Well, it's
shameless
definitely not
plug.
for the faint of heart, because I mean, I literally saw somebody standing right in front of me. So
Wow.
you just got to be open-minded and go into it with a clear mind, kind of deal. It's like meditation. You can't just go in there expecting it. You can't go in there with the intentions of contacting anything. You just got to go with the flow.
What we need to do is somehow figure out a way to use that concept, but when it comes to filming, that way we could actually somehow figure out how we can add filming to that, so we can actually document what is being seen or heard. I don't know if it'll have the same effects if you're not there, but I mean, nobody knows that. That's the whole point. You need to test it out. But maybe if you can put like a ping pong ball, like right on the lens of a camera or something, maybe like a GoPro, because GoPros are wider lenses, just like our eyes.
Yeah.
So maybe if you put them on a GoPro or something, put one on a GoPro, and then have white noise just feeding straight through the camera, something like that. I mean, it could work. You could live stream that too. So the results would be live at whatever people would see and hear. I don't know if it would work, but it would definitely.
I don't know if it would work either, but it's definitely worth a try. I mean, what does it hurt? Nothing. Hopefully.
Nothing. No. And if it does work, then you have a cool way to document what's actually happening when you're doing that experiment, instead of it just being stories.
True. So let me ask you this. What is the absolute most scary thing that you've encountered when it comes to the paranormal? What have you experienced that like made you fall on your ass and go, holy shit, what the hell was that?
So one of my first investigations, I went to a hospital called Yorktown. I'm sure you know Yorktown Memorial Hospital. It's been on all the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
We went and we actually saw something that the only way we could explain it is it was a crawler. We're sitting in the hallway. We had some night vision goggles on, and we're just looking down, and we saw this figure. It was kind of like in a fetal position on the ground in front of the nursery room. And I was like, the fuck? Do you see that? And I handed the goggles over. And my wife was with me on that investigation. She looked and she said, oh shit, what is that? And I got it back. And right whenever I put the goggles back on, the thing got on fours and literally crawled across the hallway like fast. I mean, something out of a movie, dude. It was insane, man.
I've experienced two crawlers.
Yeah, and I
I know
don't know
exactly and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't fall or nothing. I was more just like in shock,
Yeah,
like
like you
holy
just
shit.
like you're sort of like, wait, did I see? Okay,
Yeah,
wait a minute. Now I have to replay this back in my head, and I have to try and think this through. Did I actually
right.
see what I saw, or was that some kind of psychological thing that was going on? Like.
And it sucks too because we were just playing with the night vision goggles. We weren't intentionally trying to find something to happen. A buddy of ours just brought them with us on the investigation just to test them out and see. We put them up to our eyes, and of course we see that. So crazy stuff.
That is crazy.
For sure, man.
I've experienced, all sorts of things. I've experienced crawlers. I've experienced shadow men. I think everybody to a certain extent has experienced shadow men. That's sort of the most common thing you can experience, I think, in the field. And it's just those things that you physically see that you can't capture on camera, even if you have a camera rolling, what happened.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing, is that it's like you can't prove it, but it's like I got to express this somehow, and how will people believe me? Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter if people believe me because I had the experience.
I know. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's in the
exactly.
bank. It's in the bank. So it's still here in the head. And it was funny. I want to bring up a topic real quick because you said that you were following like your haunted doll series and stuff. Did you see the parody video I posted? The Deadly Possessions parody video.
Don't even get me started on that.
Did you watch it?
No offense whatsoever, but that was probably like one of the most cringiest parodies I've ever seen.
Well, I'm glad
it was great though. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
It was also cringy at the same time.
No, it was supposed to be. So
it was just like, what the hell?
yeah, I wanted people to watch it and say, "What the fuck is this stupid shit that I'm watching?" Yeah, can you drop that link? I want to do some commentary on it. I want to give an insight to what was going through our heads filming this stupid video.
Yep, I will go ahead.
It's gonna be the Deadly Possessions Possessions video.
I'll go find this in just a second.
Cool. Yeah, it was funny, man.
I don't know who these people are, but man, they probably look like assholes, right?
They're fucking ugly, dude. Like only faces their mama can love, that's for sure.
Isn't that the truth? On my computer, what are you doing?
I have like the biggest forehead ever. Like I'm looking at my head right now in the camera, and holy shit, you could land a helicopter on this bitch. It's so big.
Where'd it go?
Go up. Where it says green screen show, go down. Right under popular uploads. All right, keep going. And then you're gonna put show more. Click show more right there. And then go down, and you're gonna have to click show more again. View 3 more. And then go all the way down, and it's gonna be on there. Deadly Possessions parody.
There we go. Is it full screen?
Yeah, I had to put that annotation because some people were getting upset with the parody videos. It's a parody video. What do you expect?
See.
Hey, is there a way that we can hear that?
You can't hear it?
No, I can't.
Oh, poo-poo.
Yeah, dude, it's stupid, man.
back. I just was like, oh my god, back Zagans. I'm just like, goodness gracious. That was like where the cringe started.
Yeah, I was trying so hard because sometimes he retweets stuff he sees on Twitter, so I was trying to get him to watch it and retweet it. If anybody's watching, send this video to Zach Bagan's Twitter and get him to retweet it because I really want to see his reaction on it. Hopefully he watches it. That'd be pretty funny. Because they're so, it's just funny. They're so dramatic, Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. That's gonna work.
We can just do the subtitles, I guess, right?
Yeah, that should be fine. I didn't even know you could do subtitles on YouTube. Look at that. Like I was wearing Elzar's jacket and he's so skinny, like that jacket barely even fit me. I couldn't even lift up my arms in that jacket. Animus Frank. So we have instead of Theodore, like on the TV show, we have Beanador because he's a Mexican and he obviously likes beans. Then we have Frank bringing in a doll here. And I'm trying to stay serious the whole time, but how can you be serious when you know what's underneath those blankets? It's really hard. Cool little tidbit. We actually filmed all of this separately. So we actually filmed my responses after we filmed his responses. And when I edit them together, I just piece them together to make it look like we were talking to each other. But we actually weren't talking to each other like this. We literally went line by line and pieced it together. So the movie magic, man, the things you got to do to make it look real. Nice little zoom in. He's sad, man. I mean, what is this doll? How did this doll destroy? It rapes you. The doll forces me to have sex with it. And he's just upset. This doll forces him to have sex with it. And still, you don't know what the doll looks like. So we had Beanador come and remove the cover. And it takes a long time to remove it just to make it awkward. And it's a fucking blow-up doll. And I couldn't find the one with the mouth open. I wanted to find one like that, and I just couldn't. They were too expensive. They're like $80. I only found this one for like $13. So look, he's trying not to laugh. Like, I mean, how do you not laugh at that stupid shit, man? It was so hard. Like, we had to like reshoot so much stuff because we just kept like busting out laughing mid-line.
I can see you right there. You were starting to show a bit of a grin right there.
And it's all dramatic. I'm gonna go touch the doll. What is it gonna do to me? And then of course we have to do a close-up, nice booby touch. Add a little ghosting effect just to kind of make it more dramatic. I say the pure erotica is running through my veins. I can't take it anymore. I couldn't even lift my arms up. That's why I was going like this. So the pure erotica is running through my veins. I have to sit down. It's just overwhelming. There's just so much sexual tension in the room now from touching this doll. And we filmed this in my living room downstairs, and you can see like fucking picture frames and stuff in the back. So stupid. And right here, look at him. He's trying not to laugh. Jonathan. Oh, man, that's funny. And then I just, how I think it was an episode. I think it was Robert the doll is the episode that we are mocking. Or was it? It might have been Peggy the doll we are mocking. We were mocking one of those dolls. I watched the episode. I was like, dude, I got to make fun of this shit. That's the first time I ever seen Deadly Possessions. And I was like, I got to make fun of it. And then I'm like, I wanted to fuck everybody in the room, man. So stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, man. But
that's pretty funny. I mean, definitely. I mean, like I said, it's definitely cringy, but it's funny and it's worth it.
Yeah, man, it already has
It's
700 views. I didn't even know that. That's
oh
awesome.
wow, 700 views. There you go, guys.
There you go.
Another wonderful shameless plug. Actually, that was actually published, and why I remember it being so memorable is because you published it right on exactly on my birthday too. So
Nice. That was my birthday gift to you.
the
Something nice.
the most cringiest thing in the world, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'll give you a little exclusive. I wish I could share my show idea with you for my pilot episode and stuff. I just can't share it just because of discretion issues and things like that. But I can give you somewhat of an exclusive. If we hit not if when we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to be doing a mystery giveaway. But anybody that watches this video will know what they're going to win on the giveaway. They're going to win that blow up doll, and we'll probably throw in a nice little gift card to Walmart or something like that. But yeah, so
Well,
we have,
wait a minute. I should get the doll. Come on now.
because it
I
was on
should.
your birthday.
You guys should get it. You guys should all sign the doll. That's what it should do.
Hey, that's a good idea. I didn't even think to sign it. I didn't feel like we were
Just
that
sign
special
it,
enough to sign it.
and that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you know what? We'll figure something out. We might be able to work around it. Maybe we'll just do a gift card giveaway for 500 subs and send you that blow up doll. But you gotta air it sometimes. I mean, you take pictures with it or something.
Oh, I will. I'll be like, yo, look at this.
let me. I'll talk to Elazar about that.
JP's blow up doll.
Yeah, you're gonna find some
JP's
stains
famous
on it.
blow up doll.
Yeah, you're gonna find some stains on it and stuff.
If I find stains on it, I'm gonna be like,
you gotta clean it off somehow. I mean, that's the only logical way to do so.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the intensity of it.
Yeah, right. No, but definitely try to win that contest when we hit 500 subs. That's open to everybody. If you win, I want to keep it fair and square. If you win the blow up doll, you win the blow up doll. But nobody will know unless they watch the show. Nobody's going to know because it's going to be a mystery giveaway. So they watch it, they'll know.
Exactly. So let's see. What other kind of shameless plugs can we do? What? Oh, I know. I got it. We got to do this one. That was like, I have to do this one because when you did this, I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, the top 5 haunted locations?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never do top.
I couldn't
like that.
Pass that one up because it was like, I have to do some kind of throw out for that one because honestly, all 5 of those locations are actually on my to-do list.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. They're awesome, man. They're super active places, and the history there is just nuts. God, it's so sexy, dude. I mean, it's so fucking sexy. Yeah, I can't remember what's being said. I think this is where
who's the guy that keeps doing the penis jokes and the ass jokes and stuff?
That's John. That's Jonathan.
John.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the next videos you need to just be like, you need to have him in the video and just be like, smack him. Just be like, wapa, shut up.
Well, it's funny because everything you see on the show, I write. Nothing is just thought of on the set. I literally write the scripts. Every word you hear out of anybody's mouth is my writing. So sometimes it gets really hard to write something. So I always revert back to dick jokes and stuff like that because they're just easy to do, honestly.
Oh, that's true. Dick jokes and ass jokes and titty jokes, they're all pretty consistent with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Sort of help you get back on track for a minute or so.
Jonathan and Elzar, they're the kind of guys, they just along for the ride, They show up and do the stupid stuff I tell them to do, and that's what we do every week. So just explaining that we're going to go over the top 5 locations. Number 5, Poveglia Island. I mean, this place
Let me just say, this island, I want to get money and go.
Yeah, man, it would be
this
awesome.
Is like on the top 3 of almost every single investigator's want to do list. Mm-hmm. This has got to be. I mean, we're talking about an island that's basically almost all of it's made out of ashes in a way.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about something that's seen thousands, maybe up to even millions of deaths. Some of it's not even recorded.
Yep.
You know,
It,
we don't even know the extent of the actual history with the place. We only know a certain section, and that's it. We don't know if that island had some kind of ritualistic kind of thing going on beforehand or what, you know?
Unfortunately, I think it's completely banned to the public. I don't. I think no matter how much money you pay, they're not going to let you on the island just for safety concerns. I think,
Well,
which
because
is
so much has happened, so much negativity has happened at that island,
I know, man.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but man, it would be sick to be able to go there, man. That place. I mean, look at it. It even has just an eerie feeling to it. Just looking at it, it's so hard to explain. You like even somebody that didn't know the history of the island, they can look at that island and just feel an ominous feeling coming from that island. That's for sure.
Definitely.
So I'm just kind of explaining. You know what? I
Even
think I
like where
have the
even like where exactly it is very, I mean, you're isolated. There's like nothing. I
yeah.
mean, look how far you are from Venice. That's the closest civilization. Even then, you're like, what, 200 or so miles?
Yeah, you're still pretty far out, man. That's for sure. I'm trying to see if I have the script here from that show. I could read what I wrote, the history that I wrote to it. I usually keep all my
I
scripts,
mean,
but
goodness gracious. The stuff, the horrendous stuff that they did was just like, wow.
yeah, that's for sure. I might be able to play those voiceovers. Um, let me see. Tell me if you can hear this.
No, can't hear it.
You can't hear anything?
No, it's not a big deal though.
Okay. I was trying to pull up to let people listen to the history, but if you want to watch the video, then you can go watch the video. But um, yeah, dude, I mean that place is just something else, man. There's just way too much history on, and you know the deaths on that island are just for the size of it. I mean, what do you? How many deaths do you think it is per square foot on that island?
I would have even made the reference per square inch actually, because you know, I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's
I mean, how many dead people's ashes are there? There could be millions.
I remember when Ghost Adventures went on the island. Lucky bastards, man. They literally he lifted up he cupped some of the sand and you could see bone fragments in the sand.
Mm.
That's intense,
How
man.
would you like? Wouldn't you like be freaked out like majorly if you just grabbed a handful of sand and there was bone fragments and stuff? Like,
Oh man, I mean that's heavy. That's heavy stuff, man. Even as paranormal investigators, we place ourselves in these situations, but that's heavy, man. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot of death. This place would be
the
awesome, dude. The
the
Paris
Paris
catacombs.
catacombs? Yes, definitely. That is definitely on my top 20 places to go, without a
Yeah,
shadow of a doubt.
I mean, of course you can go on the little paid tour and but man, dude, you got to find a cataphile, go down deep in there,
I
and
really would like to investigate that. Like, could you imagine the thousands of cameras placing and stuff like that? I
man,
mean, did you hear about that one? Did you hear about that story of a camera being found in the catacombs?
and the guy
And
was running, and he drops the camera, and you don't know what he's running from, right?
yeah,
Yeah, man, that's I was gonna
well,
include it in this.
what's your theory on that? Let me ask you that. I want to hear your theory on that.
Logically, my brain tells me there's a lot of fucked up people that go down there too. You have to be careful. You don't know who's down there. I know that they say sometimes you find satanic worshipers down there and stuff. Um, I don't know. Maybe somebody was just. I mean, murderers might go down there and hang out, or you don't know what people do down there. Nobody's going to go down there and look for you because they'll get lost as well. So if you go down there, you're pretty much stuck. So logically speaking, I think that somebody was chasing him in the tunnels and ended up maybe killing him. Second logical reasoning is that he did it on purpose. he faked it and he left the camera there. But it's what's weird too is there's no recognition because you don't know who the camera belongs to. But
Yeah.
maybe he just wanted to add to the tunnels. He wanted to add to the catacombs more uh, suspense. I don't know. And then third, it could have been a spirit, something evil down there. I mean, that's again, these are all removed bodies. They're removed from cemeteries and they were placed down here. And
technically, they're not at rest. I mean, they
right,
claim
and
that they're at rest, but if you really get down to the nitty and grit of things, the catacombs, these people are not at rest.
no, man, and they're placed with other bodies and other human bones and stuff, and they're all mixed together, just thrown in there. I don't know. I always refer because he always gets to go to these places, but Zach Bagans went and he filmed here. He did an
Yeah.
episode called Netherworld.
So what do you think? You didn't mention one other one. There's actually a fourth could be thing. It could have just been a psychological thing because technically speaking, let's first say that he had a flashlight because they don't discuss that. Let's first say he had a flashlight. His flashlight went out. He started hearing his own footsteps and stuff, and he started getting frantic because he was experiencing these things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it was just a psychological thing. Let's play devil's advocate and say that it's perfectly explainable by science when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's 4 different possibilities. That's what's so mysterious about that video.
I know it's just you don't know what it could have been. It's so intense, and he could have gone out. He could be safe. He could be sitting at home, and that's my camera. I mean, you don't know what. And these people, they go in there and they rave and they party out, man. They have some balls, dude. Because if once you're in there and if you get trapped, that's it. They don't go looking for you in there, man. The cops will not step foot in that place except for
they
what
won't.
they know.
Church people won't do it either.
Mm-mm.
I've actually I had a friend that actually went to France, and he had told me he ended up taking the catacomb tour. I said, "Really? So how was it?" He goes, "Truthfully, if you want." He goes, I can't even give you a description. I can't even tell you how it was. It's something that you have to experience yourself. Even doing the tour, you still get a sense of what truly is going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally the most horrendous, horrifying, macabre, scary, like almost all the scary words you could ever think of would basically be attached to this place. And it's also sad upon itself because there's all these people that, aren't at rest. They're not, they're roaming. They're not really. So, but let's bring up a movie. Have you ever seen As Above, So Below?
I have. It's a really good movie. They actually did a really good job with it.
I thought the twist ending for that movie was really, really, like, I did not see that.
Yeah, man. I didn't expect much from it because usually they ruin scary movies. But I was impressed by it. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was pretty cool, and yeah, the concept was cool. And I don't want to give any spoilers for anybody that's never seen it. But if you've never seen the movie, go check it out because it's a really good movie.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
What about? Did you ever get a chance to see that movie Skinwalker Ranch?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that one. No.
Okay, so let's talk about Skinwalker Ranch for a second, since we're surrounded by the paranormal. We've been talking about spirits. So, what do you think about Skinwalker Ranch?
That's gonna be pertaining to Native Americans, correct?
Yes and no, because there's been UFOs, there's been ghosts,
Yeah,
there's been
just so
Bigfoot,
much
werewolves. It's basically your ultimate clusterfuck of paranormal happenings.
What could be the cause for that? I mean, do you think it's something to do with the land?
It could be the land. It could be a vortex. It could be intersecting ley lines. It could be some kind of military base that's just covered up, like Area 51.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
it could be a number of things because people don't really understand what's going on there because there's been so much going on. And even me, I've researched it. I've tried to understand what's going on to a certain extent, and it's like none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
Even to the human brain, it doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
Because it can't be psychological. I mean, people have caught videos out there that have caught werewolf howls, like Bigfoot howls. They've caught all these cryptid creatures, UFOs, ghosts, everything.
I mean, like you said, it's literally just a big clusterfuck of activity going on, man. I don't know, man. That's one of the ones that it's really tough to explain what you think could be the cause of it because there's just so much going on there.
I mean, theoretically, let's play the scientific card for a second. Let's say that there is a vortex of extreme, extreme EMF energy there. Let's pertain that this extreme amount of EMF energy basically is making you hallucinate.
Mm-hmm.
How would we be able to document that? You know, like where would it come down to the nitty gritty of being able to document something like that? Because it's unrestricted ground. Now, the stranger thing is that I don't know if you know this, but they have armed guards. They have black undercover vehicles. They have fully automatic weapons, so on and so forth. And they also have cameras surrounding the property. What is really going on there? You know, that's the question that everybody wants to know.
Right.
Just like Area 51, what's really going on there that they're not telling us?
Yeah.
So
I mean, there has to be something there that they're keeping secure for some reason. But yeah, it's
something
a strange place, man. And I think they're talking about touching each other's asses, right?
Yeah, they are.
So number 3 is Pennhurst. Dude, this place, the first time I ever watched any show and I saw this place, I was like, dude, that is my number one place. I put it, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm so attracted. Do you ever just find yourself attracted to some locations for some reason that, I mean, Pennhurst is popular and people like going there, but I'm like super attracted to the idea of going and investigating there. I don't know what it is about Pennhurst. I prefer it over Waverly Hills. I
have a very strange attachment in a way, very strange, loving kind of a feeling for asylums, especially Pennhurst. Waverly Hills and Pennhurst are like, I love the feeling that they give off, even in the pictures they give off. I mean, it's just,
there's just something about it.
It is. I mean, there's just something that draws you in there. And I mean, hell, it could be a demon. I mean, we don't know because demons do that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Something is trying to get us there to do something to us. I just feel a real close attachment to Pennhurst. I honestly don't know what it could be. But yeah, I prefer that place over Waverly Hills. I prefer it over Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. I just prefer it over everything. And this is actually video footage from a 19. Man, I think I said what year it came out. This news coverage came out, but the guy went in there and the conditions were terrible. Look how skinny that person is. It's sad. And
they're surrounded by flies. They're probably sitting there in their own feces. And
literally condition. Yeah, man, it's insane. That metal cage is, man, the way that they made these people live is sickening. It's horrible. And there's just so much confusion there. I mean, that place the energy has to be so confused because these people can't understand what's, treating them. So a Yokigara forest.
This place.
Yeah.
This place.
Everybody had the same reaction. Everybody wants to go to a Yokigara forest.
This place is without a shadow of a doubt on my top 3 because and here's the thing, I wouldn't go by myself.
No, you can't.
Without a shadow of a doubt, I would not go by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I was allowed to go by myself, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
I would take as many people as I possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
I would take my team. I'd probably grab your team and be like, your ass needs to come with me.
Yeah.
We're not going to split off. We're going to camp the entire night, and whatever we see in the dark, if it's bad, just remember it's in your head.
Right. I actually have a cool little tidbit. I'm actually probably not going to happen, but I am trying to actually go to Yokigara Forest. I have a buddy that lives in Japan, and he can help me get there, and I can stay with him for the night that I'm not staying in a Yokigara. So I actually have somewhat of a way to actually get there. Just man, plane tickets to Japan expensive. So
Well, let me know. We should do it together.
yeah, man, that would be fucking sick. That place, I mean, Japan has a high suicide rate in the world, but what about that forest makes people want to go commit suicide there? I don't know. It's just like,
Isn't that the like weirdest thing? Like when it comes down to the nit and grit, why? That
yeah,
is the question. Why? Is there a vortex there? Is there something that draws people? Is there a number of, either elementals or demonic or anything of that kind of nature when it comes down to it? Is there anything like that, associated with the forest? That's what it comes down to. What is really going on? Because they haven't even, they've reported, it, as the years went on, they've reported it started off going only, a couple people. Then it went into the double digits. Then it went into the triple digits. Then it went into 4 digits, so on and so forth. And it just slowly rose over the years.
mhm.
And that's the crazy thing, is why do so
Yeah.
many people off themselves? If it was only like maybe 10 people a year, I might understand. Okay. Because yes, it is absolutely gorgeous there. And truthfully, it'd be awesome to commit suicide in a way there. I don't support suicide though. Let me get
Yeah.
that straight right now. I don't support it. But playing devil's advocate for a second and saying that suicide is okay, that would probably be one of the places that preferably to do it at, because you're right there at the bottom of Mount Fuji.
And
You're in a beautiful forest.
I think that's a big reason is the Mount Fuji thing, because my friend was saying that the locals and stuff they hold Mount Fuji to a high respect. So I think that might have a lot to do with it. Honestly, I think it started and now it's a trend, and
Yeah, it's sort of become like a super online trend kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So number one, and this isn't in order, because if I had to choose order, I would probably say number one for me is Poveglia. But these are just top 5 places we like. But yeah, the Island of the Dolls, that place is. I mean, the only thing I don't like about Island of the Dolls is that it's just a story surrounding the fact that the little girl was found dead there. There's no proof that she actually was. That the hermit, I think his name was Juan Barrera. I think he actually died on the island, so his spirit could be haunting the island. But to know if actually the little girl's there, I don't know if that's true or not. But I mean, for the fact that there's fucking dolls hanging in trees, I think that's enough reason to at least go and hang out there for a little bit.
I don't know if my phobia of dolls would kick in or what exactly would happen if I was to go there, but I definitely want to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a cool place in general, just
with
to
all
even
those
go.
beady little plastic eyes beating down on you. It's like,
Yeah, it makes you're constantly being watched, and I mean, if the little girl did die, she's probably hopping around from doll to doll, possessing each one of them.
hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity
Yep.
hoppity.
And
Driving you
she's gonna
insane.
land in that doll right behind you.
Oh, you're funny. But looks aren't everything, JP.
All right, so it's in Xochimilco, Mexico.
Let me just
Hello.
say, that doll,
Mhm.
no.
Yep.
No.
That's why I chose it for the thumbnail. I was like, that picture is
nightmare
fucking
fuel
creepy.
right there.
Yep.
That is the definition of nightmare fuel.
It's like, welcome to my oasis of
Another
dolls.
nightmare fuel.
Decaying dolls. Yeah, look at that, man. It's crazy that. How did he get together that many dolls? I don't
Look,
even
there's
know.
like there's Barbie dolls there. There's like, I thought when I first watched this, I could have sworn that I had seen Garbage Pail Kid ones.
Oh yeah.
I think
You
that
do see
one
those
might
too.
be. Look how creepy that one is down there.
You know what's sad?
What in God's green earth is going on with that one? Because that one looks super realistic.
I just had a pretty sad thought. These
Okay.
people are bringing these dolls to this island to hang them up there and let them rot away when they could like completely uh, donate them to like poor children that don't have toys or something. Like they could donate them to children of Mexico that are like poor and can't afford toys, but
Yeah, but
instead
what if every single one of those dolls is like a freaking Annabelle doll?
well then the kids will definitely have a lot of fun and some entertainment to keep them going for a little while. Yep, that's the hermit there that lived on the island. I think his name was Juan Barrera or something like that. But yeah, that one on the left there, it's weird looking at all the dots on its face. And I just found a little quick video of it, of this guy that actually went on there. And what's cool about places like this and a Yokigera Forest is that you could just go. You don't have to get permission. You don't have to, or at least from what I know about the Island of Dolls, I don't think you have to get permission to go there. I think it's just one of those things you can go to and check it out.
You just got to get a guide to take you there.
Yeah, because you have to go through those Xochimilco canals and stuff. But yeah, that place would be really cool. And then I'm just begging people to subscribe to the channel because, and I love this segment. This is the best segment ever. I really wanted to make our show. I can't think of the word right now, but interactive. I wanted to make the show interactive. I wanted the viewers to be a part of the show and send their stuff in. But this EVP she caught, I mean, something just told her to record this conversation on the phone with her child.
Yeah,
and for some reason,
I heard that EVP, and that EVP is really cool. Although
very clear.
we're gonna do a double shameless plug here.
Okay.
I think you'll catch my drift. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting upon itself. Make sure anybody go check this video out. It's The Scary Ghost in the Hospital, because I actually have a EVP that I sent in to JP, and yeah, make sure you guys go check that out.
Yeah,
Just
man,
saying.
that was a really cool capture there. I remember that one.
That was like, I mean, seriously, you could tell that I was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? Like, I was
Yeah,
like, that caught me off guard. Like,
yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
that was
It
like one
did.
of those times that it wasn't, it wasn't what I expected.
Hmm.
So let's see,
Yeah,
what
it
kind of
was.
other shameless plugs can we do?
Yeah, it was. That was a really cool capture. That's for sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, the channel's going good. We trying to build on it and keep it going, and hopefully it gets a little bigger, so that way we can get some more people being interactive and sending in proof and stuff like that. But we're having a lot of fun with it. We're just trying to branch out and bring some life and fun to a field full of dead and over dramatic suspense.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Is I mean, I see all these, interviews where they're all like serious and just like, let's have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me
Throw in
wrong.
a couple dick jokes every now and then.
Right. Like, and don't get me wrong. I take the investigation serious. Like, we're gonna go film tomorrow at Yoakum Hospital, and I take it serious. I'm going to go and film it, and we're not going to like be just playing around and stuff. It's going to be like if you watch our other investigation where we did the experiment, uh, we took it serious. That took a lot of planning. That was like about 2 months of prep right there, just for one investigation. I mean, usually with investigations, you just get the location, you have to pay, and whatever you schedule it. No, this took a lot of prep. I had to find people. I had to find actors. Um, it was tough. It was a lot of work to
This is
do.
what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. This experiment here. So for people that aren't reading the subtitles, basically we got two unknowing people, put them in a location that has no accounts of being haunted. We didn't see. This is one thing I don't like about our experiment. we didn't get a chance to go in there and investigate here to make sure there was nothing there. But the place has been open for years. There's people that actually live in this place 24/7. He doesn't leave. He stays here. And he's never had an experience there. So it's for a fact there's nothing there. And we put them in there and we told them that the place was haunted. And we made up this whole story about a satanic murder that was found there and stuff like that. And put them in there and see if they capture anything. See if our own minds are capable of creating evidence and creating things that aren't there. We had a third person. I did bring a third person. I wanted to bring a third person, but she canceled last minute, and I couldn't find a replacement, unfortunately.
Let me just say the guy on the left looks like he's just purely enjoying life.
Yeah, we kept the whole night. We kept picking at him and telling him like lighten up. By the end of the night, he was real cool. It just took him a little while to open up. But you have to think, I'd never met these people before. I only talked to the woman on Skype one time before all of this. So he has no clue what's going on, you know. So it's just I guess he's just kind of taking it like, you know, this is bullshit. Like he probably thought it was fake or something at first. Yeah. But I know by the end of it he was completely fooled. He even said that he was. And I feel bad because we were going to take them to Yoakum with us tomorrow, but I can't do it for certain reasons. But I will take them somewhere. I'm going to make it up to them for going out there with us for sure. So, but they didn't know that at the time. But we captured some stuff, man. We captured a ghost box saying both of their names. The ghost box said both of their names. It was really cool. We're on command too, so that was really neat. I know that the ghost box is one of those tools that, I mean, do you even have to be in a haunted location to be able to use? You know, I don't know.
Theoretically, spirits walk all around us anyway.
Correct. So the ghost box might be something that just taps into whatever's around us, regardless of where we are. But nonetheless, I wasn't expecting anything to happen. So to even get that was pretty cool. That's really all that happened on the investigation. I don't have anything made up. I mean, what you see is what you get. And unfortunately, sometimes when you go to places and you conduct investigations, you don't get shit. So just one of those things.
Isn't that the truth?
So yeah, just explaining it. I told him that this girl was killed and she was found in a pentagram, and her stomach was split open and she was mangled and stuff. And funny tidbit, this guy right here that's talking, this wasn't the story that I wrote for him to tell. He started first. We filmed him first. And he starts telling the story of the other actor, the other guy actor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not what you were supposed to do. And like in that moment, I had to just go with it because they're watching us conduct the interviews, because I wanted them to watch the interviews to get that mind state that, wow, these people really went through these things. And yeah, this guy, he totally blew what we were trying to do. And I was just like, oh crap. I instantly felt my blood pressure rise up, and I was so like, fuck, what are we going to do? So I just had to go with it. And the reason why you see them out here, this wasn't planned, but I told Elzar, hey, go outside and film their reaction after every interview. And while they were outside filming this, I was telling the actor, dude, that wasn't what you were supposed to do, man. And I had to course the other actor and give him a new story to tell, because he told his story. So right on the spot, I mean, literally 10 minutes, I had to figure all this crap out. It was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, sometimes you have things that happen like that. Like, for an example, It took us basically almost 30 minutes just to get the show started tonight because of technical difficulties. So
I know, man, it just never seems to fail. Stuff just like that happens, but it's okay. it still worked out, and they were still convinced that the place was haunted, and they were convinced of the story and stuff. So it all worked out in its own. It just took a little extra work in order for it to happen. But yeah, that place just has a creepy feeling to it. Anyway, they have all those Annabelle dolls back there behind them. All those. What's the real name of those dolls?
Oh God, I know this too. Raggedy Ann dolls. There we go.
Raggedy Ann dolls. Yep, yep. They have a whole wall of just Raggedy Ann dolls, and I was like, okay, well, that's where we're gonna conduct the interviews.
Seems like a pretty good place. It'd be funny if you actually like caught one of them moving in
Yeah,
the
I know
background.
that would be pretty sick. The house I live in right now is actually haunted. Um, I don't know if you saw the video of that door closing behind me that one night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was pretty intense. I did not expect that. Caught me completely off guard. And I had to tell her and the guy before her. I had to tell them, tone it down a bit here, make it a little more believable. So the third guy, he went in and he killed it. He did an awesome job. And this lady, man, she was on top of it. She said, "I don't feel anything. There's nothing going on here." She was honest. So I liked that I had her because she wasn't, she knew what she was saying. She knew what she was doing. That's for sure. So yeah, we just had Elzar go out there and get their what they thought of it, everything. That curtain keeps moving behind me. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't think it's anything, but
I noticed that when we started. You don't have a window open, do you?
no. But I have a ceiling fan on low. That's probably what it is.
Oh yeah, that's what it could be.
Yeah, I forgot that it was on, so I was like, why is that moving
Hashtag
behind me?
life of a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, every little thing you have to make sure.
It's like, is it this? Is it this? Oh, ah.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Cool thing about him, he was actually going to a audition after we filmed this the next week to Austin to go audition for High School Musical. They're making another High School Musical
Oh
movie,
my God.
and he was going to go audition. So hopefully he got the part. Hopefully he got a lead role because
Hopefully he did. Good luck to the guy.
yeah, he was a cool guy. They were all nice. The actors were really nice, but and they did a good job. And I mean, these actors, they came out and they did this for free, just to help build their demo reels. So you have to really appreciate them going out there and doing that. Are you able to hear the video in your headphones?
Yeah, I am. Well, you definitely. I don't know. The double dipping thing is a little. Is just a smidge weird.
Why do you say that?
um, it just. I haven't really picked up on what it is. I
So
don't
basically,
really
like,
know. Is it just you guys reacting to your own videos, or
no, we re-react to the viral video or
okay?
whatever like that we used for that last episode. The reason why I started that was because I was watching our green screen show, and we don't go too far in depth of, because we don't want the videos to be too long. So we just give a little short explanation of each video, and then we show the video. And we like to leave the viewers have their opinion on it. And I prefer that they comment their opinion on the video. They don't always do that. But, that's why we did a green screen show, and we had them, just comment their opinions on it and whatnot, and let the viewers have their own views on the videos or stories that we're sharing that week. So I was like, we need to do something to where we talk about this a little bit more. And I said, I was literally on the phone with Elzar one night, and I was like, double dipping. And he's like, what? And like mid conversation, it's double dipping. He's like, what the fuck's that? I'm like, dude, double dipping was our new segment we're going to have where we take a closer look at whatever we covered on that last week. So it's literally just us sitting there and talking, talking about the videos again. So, and that's why in the thumbnail,
a good idea. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, and the thumbnails you see us, because I don't want to give any false advertisement that it's like that video right there where we're rewatching the Witch over Mexico, but in the thumbnail I make sure I put a picture of us, so before people click on it they know that it's just a reaction type video. Don't want to give any false advertisement on there.
I haven't got a chance to see this one yet, so.
Oh man, that one will make you pretty sick. But that's Just Think. That's with Ambrose. Ambrose is a good friend of mine. I was actually I was acting on a short film on a set. This guy, he put up audition, and I got the audition a while back. And this was before I started Just Paranormal. And I was doing some acting. So I went and I acted in his short film form. And I met Ambrose on set, and he was actually a hitman that killed me in the movie. And we just got to talking, and we became friends, and I found out that he was really awake, and he really understood what was going on around us in terms of political stuff and New World Order type stuff like that. So I asked him, I said, hey, do you want to be a part of our YouTube channel and maybe do like some political stuff and stuff like that? And he was like, yeah, man, that sounds awesome. So he's been on the team since, but he won't have a show come out for 2 weeks because we're doing this investigation, and I got to devote all my time to the investigation, to editing it.
That's the unfortunate thing of being the lead investigator and founder of a team, right?
So, can I give a quick overview of my week schedule just so people can understand? And I'm not complaining. I'm just letting people know.
Go for it.
Okay. So we used to film Mondays. Up until this last week, we filmed Monday nights. I filmed the green screen show, Just Think with Ambrose, and I filmed Double Dipping. I write the script for the green screen show as well. Ambrose comes up with his own topic for Just Think. That's his own thing. So we film Monday night. We film 3 things Monday night, every Monday night. Tuesday, I edit the green screen show. That way it can come out on Thursday. Wednesday, I edit Just Think. That way it can come out on Friday. And then Thursday, I edit Double Dipping. That way it can come out the following Tuesday. I'm a week in advance on Double Dipping. So it comes out the following Tuesday. And then after I'm done editing, I have to restart over and start working on the script and all that good stuff. Dude, I'm constantly going. Now, Wednesday night, I have...
Repeat. Exactly.
Wednesday night, I have my radio show now, too, which you can find on Live
Congrats
Paranormal.
on that, by the way.
Thank you. You can find on liveparanormal.com. So, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and that's why I try to, let people understand that, I'm married, too, and I'm trying to balance having a successful marriage and a successful relationship with my wife. So sometimes I just can't do certain things, and it's just one of those things. Like, I feel really bad because I don't like upsetting anybody, and I have a buddy that has a radio show, and he asked me if I would be on his show following Monday, and I told him I can't. I'm too busy. But like I told you at the beginning of the show, Saturday I'm going on an investigation. Sunday's my birthday. I'm going to come home and go to sleep. I'm not even going to get to spend time with my wife on my own birthday. Monday night's the night that we're going to go out to dinner and stuff for my birthday. So I had to tell him, and he saw that I posted that I was on this show, And he said, I thought you couldn't come on a show. I said, well, I had this previously scheduled for about 2 months now, you could say, right, Trent?
Sounds about right.
And, I'm not saying it because I'm like talking bad or anything, but, I do feel bad. If I could be on his show this Monday, I would, but definitely any Monday after this, I feel like I could do it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to do just for the hell of it, shits and giggles kind of thing. I wanted to do a little reaction video for both of us kind of
Okay.
thing. Now that they got this stuff more interactive, this blab and stuff. So
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this setup a lot.
I'm gonna go ahead and this is from Nuke's top 10, so that way he can't sue me. I'm just using his video for right now, so he can't sue me because this is gonna be published to YouTube again. So he can't be mad at me. So
I'm going to sue you for using my videos earlier. Yeah, I like the editing on it. It's pretty cool. What the fuck is that?
I know, right?
Some pretty intense stuff. Pretty cool little intro video, must say. Real ghosts caught on tape. And we'll be the judge of that. The Horton Mine Ghost. Okay, I know this video. I was going to do a video for this one eventually. So basically, the guy just kind of explores the mines, and he goes into one of them, right? Have you seen this video?
I've seen it, but I'm just fast forwarding it so that way the viewers can see. This is what's really, I mean, this right here is probably one of the most craziest videos because you have to be stupid to try and be like, okay, something, it would be something that would be causing that chain to move. There isn't. That's what's scary.
And there's nobody over there. I mean, he appears to be alone. And when you see the chain move in the back,
what's even really crazier is that you can see that it's not just this chain; it's also this chain and this chain right here. So it's almost like something was trying to sneak up on him, and then when he turned around, it sort of just stopped.
Well, what's cool is that it never loses its speed. So like it doesn't slow down as if he started moving it, and then went out of the cave and started filming, which, that would be really easy to manipulate that way. But it doesn't lose its speed. It's at it seems like it's at a constant speed. It doesn't, so that's because you would start seeing it slow down, if he was the one that went over there and moved it and then ran back or something like that and started filming. So that's a cool thing about that. And I guess
exactly, it'd be really friggin' hard to replicate if you were to try because look how hard that one is. It was like somebody something or somebody grabbed it and like threw it this way, and it just continued to go violently.
Right. Yeah, and like we said before, it didn't slow down. It just stayed. And then I think in this one he hears something, right?
Yeah, he actually hears what sounds like radio sounds.
Yeah, that's right.
This is definitely a video that you got to check out on your spare time on another, definitely something to check out.
I might do an episode on it too. I was thinking about doing it. What's cool is that he doesn't make these videos. If you go to his channel, these videos don't have the intent of, oh, I'm going to a haunted location, let me see what I find. His videos are literally him just exploring the mines. Like,
exactly, that's all his intentions are.
Yeah, and then just it happened to be stuff popped off a few times he went into some of these mines. So that's what I like about his videos. Like, he's not there to promote paranormal or anything. Why does that say, are you prepared to die?
Well, it's just telling you what he hears, what it captured.
Oh, how many videos are there? Because I've never seen that one.
There's two, because when he originally goes to it, you see the chain swinging, and then this one that he captures.
So he actually captured something saying, are you prepared to die?
Yeah, it sounds, oh, come on. Oh God! Look at Geico trying to do a freaking shameless
Butt plug.
butt plug.
Shameless butt plugs. That's what we can call them from now.
There we go. Now we're back to the actual video. I'm gonna go back into this, and here we go. Blockbuster Ghost.
I think I've seen this one. You're making me, and you made me want to do a episode on Skinwalker Ranch. Maybe do some investigating on it and see. We're not going to have a green screen episode this coming week because I'm going to be editing the investigation. And then that cart moves.
What do you think about the cart? I mean, truthfully, looking at it from a scientific aspect, there might be some play, some human factors in play in some way. See, like for an example, I could say that there could be a guy on this side over here, behind here, that we can't see. There's a string that's attached to it. And then there's also a guy behind here that would knock over the DVDs, you know?
Right.
But the thing where it gets wrong is that it's almost too consistent. It's almost, there's just something about it that just, it seems too real, you know, to a certain extent.
Is that the same DVD that keeps falling?
Yes, I think so.
And then
that one fell. And he's like, oh, screw this shit. I'm out. I'm gone. I don't know.
Maybe that's why Blockbuster had a close. All their stores got on it.
Dude's like, okay, things are like, nope. I'm just gonna set this here. I'm gone. I don't care. Boss can yell at me.
Yeah,
he's gone. Bye. Have a great time.
Blockbusters are so old too. How long ago was that video made in? But like I was saying, though, this week we won't have an episode of Green Screen Show, anything except for the investigation. Hopefully Tuesday I'll have a sneak peek of the investigation out, and then Thursday I'll have the full investigation out. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know if I've seen this one before.
Oh, wow. I just got some very sad news.
What's that?
Boxing legend Muhammad Ali just passed away tonight.
No way.
Yeah,
wow.
He died from that respiratory infection. I don't know if you heard about it.
Oh my gosh.
Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali.
That is not good. Some of my viewers said that the audio went out on our end. Let me see. Hopefully he didn't leave. That's sad. This one's fake. I did a video on this one.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's first say, let me ask you this: is there any slim chance that there could be some truth to this to a certain extent?
No, if you go to the original poster's YouTube page, he makes scary videos.
Okay.
Like he's just like a filmmaker, and he just makes them. And this one blew up because people thought it was real. But I mean, I would imagine that if his other videos are obviously just for cinematic purposes, then this one is the same thing. And I was gonna make a joke. I don't know if I should or not, but I was gonna say, watch out, because Huff Paranormal is gonna try to contact Muhammad Ali now.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not gonna go any further with that one. You said it. I'm not gonna go any further with it. I respect Steve Huff, but I will just say, to a certain extent, I think you should just leave dead celebrities alone. But that's my own opinion. You know, you don't have to attack me because I'm throwing out my own opinion. I'm just simply stating I do respect the guy, but
let me give you my opinion on it. I do respect what he's built and what he's done, I guess, per se. I don't have any issues with him and what he does. I really don't care because I'm doing my own thing and he's doing his own thing. Perfectly fine. He obviously has way more of a foot to stand on for the numbers and stuff that he has compared to what I have. But there's a point, like, you don't just immediately try to investigate or try to find evidence of somebody's passing. If for one, the family's not okay with it, which I know he's not contacting these celebrities' families and asking them if it's okay. And for two, you just, even if it was a celebrity or not, you just don't do that even to a normal person.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The evidence that he walks out, that he records, is absolutely phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, especially when he did his Robin Williams session. That was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't think I watched that one, but yeah.
That was without a doubt. I will give him a shout out for that, because that is actually literally sounds exactly like Robin Williams' voice coming through the box.
Yeah,
I don't remember which box he was using, because he has so many and he uses so many, but it was still really, really cool. So
there's just a fine line whenever you're in that much of the public eye with this. You have to be, there's a fine line to respect and disrespect. And
well, hey, at least, I mean, he is respecting the spirits. Don't get me wrong. When he contacts them, he is respecting them. So it's not like he's, asking really vulgar, nasty questions.
Oh, yeah. Not in that sense is not what I'm saying. I'm saying
no,
like
I get what you're saying. I'm just adding on to the respect kind of thing. So he is keeping that respect to the max.
But with keeping, it's kind of, it's with the family's grieving process. It's what really can affect somebody.
Yeah. That's where it gets to me a little bit. I mean, I don't mind the guy. I think the guy's really cool, but contacting dead celebrities, I'm not too fond on.
Right.
Or at least wait a few months, wait a few months and give him time, rather than just immediately doing it like the next day or something. So
correct. Yeah, you got to just kind of.
Anyway, we'll stop doing a shameless plug about Steve Huff.
Yeah.
Tell your viewers, if you're watching this, Steve Huff, tell your viewers to come to our channels and subscribe to our channels.
Yeah, right. I doubt he watches this.
But I think it comes down to fine lines in this field. You gotta be somewhat respectful in general.
Yeah.
This is fake, totally. I mean, even when you see the spirit coming out of the doorway and stuff, that like.
Yeah, you can tell it's just some CGI play going on there.
And it's like too damn good to be true,
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to see when what time did we start this show?
I don't think 9:30.
9:30.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Have you seen this video?
Yeah, we have a video over it.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was just trying to remember.
Yeah, that video, though, what's cool about that video is that they actually made a documentary about this video. People looked it up and they thought that the video was from a documentary. No, the documentary was made because of the video. So that's pretty interesting little tidbit. So that makes me believe that it quite possibly real. I don't know how you could pull this off. It would be. Did you hear something? Did you hear something?
That was seriously weird.
What happened?
I'm literally smelling, which is a little ironic because I was talking to my mom earlier. I'm literally smelling. I just got a whiff of cigarette smoke. And nobody smokes in the house. Let me just say, if I was that lady, okay, I would have probably shit pissed, threw up, and just died right on the spot with all this.
I mean, I think she died. Look at her. I mean, she literally just drops.
She just passed out. She's like, nope. I'm just brain is like overloaded with fear. It's like, nope.
Yeah, that's a lot. That was pretty wild video, and to know that they made a documentary about the video, and then when the chair
shit is still thrown across the room, like
when the chair gets tossed on the other side. I mean, I don't know how, because there's always like a window there.
You know, I've watched this video. This is one of the videos that I've watched like a number of times, and truthfully, I can tell you this: I can't come to a way that this video is fake.
Yeah, it's hard because when the objects go to the opposite side of the room where there's no possible way for them to be manipulated with, like, you know, the common idea like strings or fishing line or something. How do you fake that? Like when that chair all the way on our far left gets tossed across the room, I mean, how does it happen, you know?
You know, it's one of the most craziest things without a shadow of a doubt. And some of these videos, don't get me wrong, they may or may not be fake, but some of the videos that are on the internet are just like too damn good to be true. It's like almost impossible to come to a central consensus about it, because it's like, it could be fake, it could be real, or it could be absolutely nothing. You know, it's like orbs.
Right. There's so much involved with it. That's for sure.
All right, so let me just say, I gotta get going. But on a complete side note, this has been a really cool interview. We might have to do another one somewhere down the road.
Yeah, man, for sure. We could set
some more shameless plugs.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm down whenever I can. Like I gave you a little insight to my week, but when I can, for sure, I'd love to. It was a lot of fun. I like this whole setup. I might start doing something like this instead of a radio show, honestly.
Yeah. First things first. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'll still probably post on your Facebook, but that's besides the point.
Appreciate it.
The first person that gets to tell you happy birthday. So
there you go.
Everybody can screw off.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
Also, I do know another fact. I do know that you're expecting a baby, so congrats on that, my good sir.
Thank you.
Let's see. Any other shameless plugs, real quick? Congrats on your show. Congrats on your radio show. Congrats. And everybody, make sure you come subscribe to me. Come subscribe to me. Quit subscribing to him, because he's not as fun. Come over to me.
Yeah, man. Share the love. YouTube is a big platform. Everybody gets
the love.
A little piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying?
All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great and safe, wonderful weekend. I had a brain fart there.
There you go.
But anyway, guys, remember, all of my friends, Facebook friends, followers, whoever you are that is watching this, stay spooky, my friends, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out. And thank you, JP, for joining us. It has been an honor.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate it.